So now when you try to print the opposite, what comes out to you?
The radar, the RAD are all in separate lines.
Or
Each
in
each
separate
letter,
lines.
yeah.
Okay, so it starts with the R, right?
Yeah.
And then after this A and after this D comes out.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we are comparing five characters, um,
Yeah.
may I know, are we actually looping through all the characters? The for loop
Uh,
works how many times?
5 times.
Okay. But do you think that this is efficient? If we have a
No.
character and we divide it, we have a string that is palindrome, and then we divide that by half, because we want to check the first portion equals the second portion. Am I right?
Yeah.
So this radar is like this.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that this portion is equal this portion. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it means that the for loop actually does not really need to go from 0 until it reach 4, because every time actually you run, let me get another clearer color. So every time you run, you start from 0 here, okay? And then you
Yeah.
go from 0, you compare the opposite character here. So when you come to
Yeah.
1, you compare here at 3. So when you reach the middle, actually you should stop, because you already compare the first to the last, the second to
Yeah.
the to the one before the last one. So you don't need to actually continue. If you continue, it doesn't really make any sense actually. So how we can modify the for loop to actually only run for half of the time of the size of this string. So tell me, what can you do?
Um,
Look at your for loop and tell me how we can actually uh, loop less times.
we could do 2 at a time, what, like the RA and then the AR. Like we can, yeah, so instead of looping 5 times, we only have to loop like 3 times.
Okay, how can we do that?
Uh,
Just do one change only that can do that job.
okay. Um, hmm, I'm not sure.
Okay, I would like you to do one thing, please. Come here, make define a variable called count, and
Okay.
put it in equal 0. And I want you to no, sorry, I think we don't need that. Sorry, no, you don't need that.
Oh, okay.
You just can this is I plus plus, so I want you to come
Wait,
reload.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
does this happen with you frequently?
No, it is the first time.
Okay, And just be aware that your file is actually keep accumulating. It's a lot of number of lines. So I want you every class to actually start with a new empty file. It's much better.
Okay.
So okay,
Okay.
now you come. Let me see. This is your. You come here, and I want you to write a print statement that say I equal,
Yeah.
and then you put the value of I.
Okay. Okay.
Now run. So
Okay,
you
yeah,
see
now it's
now.
like this.
Okay, now we are able to see at every time of the loop what happens actually, what we are comparing, right? Somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, now if we try to slice the amount of loops that we are running, so instead of running from 5 times, okay, we divide
Yeah.
that by 2. So this 5 is considerably what? What is this 5? Why we run here 5 times? Based on what? What is the condition that we put inside the for loop that make us run 5 times the loop?
We put this where is it now? This
Okay, and length is what?
is the length of
The string.
the string.
Okay, are we able to slice the length of the string by half?
Yeah.
Okay, how can we do that here in the for loop?
We can use a substring.
Not really, but I mean, so length is 5. I want you to divide the 5 by 2. But
Okay.
I want this 5 can change because sometimes you have a string as 5, sometimes you have a string as 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So we want this to always just slice the string by half. So whatever it is,
Yeah.
if it's 5 divided by half, 7 divided by half.
Then I
So
can just do length divided by 2, like integer length
yes,
divided by 2.
yes, do that.
Yeah. Okay. What can we do it here? Or?
You can do it here. So you can just write length divided by 2 on this condition here.
Oh, okay.
Yes, just divided by half. Yes. Okay, now start to run, please.
Yeah.
So, okay, now we run how many times? We run almost half of that.
2 times. Yeah,
Why
2
two?
times.
Why 2 times, not 3 times? Why not 2.5?
Because it's integer and you can't run 2.5 times.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Now, my question to you is that you didn't print the
Yeah.
output from this method. This method should
Yeah.
return 2 things, either true or false. We
Yeah.
never know here. It returns true or false.
Yeah.
So can you please let it print the output? So you see here,
Okay.
you're turning true or sometimes you're turning false.
Yeah.
So go to, when you
So I
call the
just
isPalindrome,
yeah.
keep
So
the
I
I,
just print
no, not
right
here,
below it, right?
outside. No, no, no. Go outside,
Oh
put
no.
the calling of the isPalindrome inside the print statement. Where do you call the isPalindrome method?
Okay, okay, I see. Okay. So
Just put
now I
it in a
put
print
this
statement.
in
Yes.
let's see.
And And after you put it in a print statement, I would like you to make another print statement under it.
Okay. Okay.
And you put a string that is not a palindrome. We want to check our method is working or not. So you put this word. Okay, now run.
Yeah, okay, it's okay.
Is it working? But why
Yeah.
here we go and print the modem and instead of false?
Because it's outside of the method, right?
Oh, no. I want you to call the isPalindrome on the modem. So you pass
Oh,
it
okay,
as
okay, okay.
modem. We want to check if our function or method work properly.
There you go, false.
Okay, so it means that the first time it returned true and the second time it returned
Yeah.
false. Okay, so
Yeah.
it means that it worked. So it means that we
Yeah.
are able to recognize just by checking only half of the characters. If we check these two, we are able to decide, right? Is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's continue, please. Okay. So this module is about to finish, and then let's have a look. So this is a method that need you to print 2 digits. Okay, so this is
Yeah.
a method that you will do. I will not ask you to do it now so that we can continue with other slides, but this will be part of your homework. So you print, this is a method name. It accepts an integer as a parameter, and it prints a series of n randomly generated numbers. So you will use math.random to
Yeah.
select numbers from 10 to 19 inclusive, where each number is
Yeah.
equally likely to be chosen. So you know the method, the equation that you can use to generate numbers from 10 to 19, right?
Yeah.
So, but you will generate how many numbers? N numbers. So if
Yeah.
you pass, let me see. So let me continue first. After displaying each number that was produced, the method should indicate whether the number 13 was ever selected. If it is ever selected or appeared in the randomly generated numbers, we should print we saw a 13 or no 13 was seen. Okay, so it means that you use a
Okay.
boolean to keep track of whether 13 was seen or not. So what could be the possible output? This is the output of your method. This what should be printed out. So if your method print 2 digit, you pass it 4, it will generate 4 randomly generated numbers, which is between 10 to 19. That is not difficult. And if you see 13, then you should print we saw a 13. If not, then no 13 was seen. Should be printed at the end. So now, if I pass 7 to print 2 digit, it should generate randomly 7 randomly generated numbers. And then if it
Yeah.
sees 13 here, so we should write we saw a 13. I think this is not so difficult. It maybe there is a slight trick here and there, but it's not difficult. Am I right?
Yeah.
So can I proceed and leave this part of your homework so that we can progress in the slides?
Yeah.
Okay. So far, we have finished 11 slides of actually the official syllabus that we are following. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah.
move now to the slide number 12. So
Okay.
we will look at a different type of loops at the moment. This is called nested loops. So a nested loop, it means that we having two loops inside each other. So You
Yeah.
see here, this is one loop, the first loop, and
Yeah.
this is the second loop. And that can be actually beneficial in producing a sets, a fixed set. So if you want to produce um, a line of asterisk like that, and you want to repeat that line of asterisk a number of times, so you to do that you need two for loops. So the first for loop control how many times you want to print that specific line, okay? And
Yeah.
what you want to print on that specific line is actually done by the inner loop. Outer loop control how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the inner loop control 1, 2, 3, and then until we reach 10. So actually I'm counting from 1 here, but every loop, as we know, count from 0. I just counting as a human. We count from, as a human, we count from 1 to be able to
Yeah.
reach the count. So again, but the guy here is starting his loop also with 1. You see?
Yeah.
So he used two different variables, I and j. The
Yeah.
normal condition applies. For every loop, we must have a condition. And we have this incrementing part. He used the loop with the j, so the j have a condition, and we have the incrementing part.
Yeah.
I would like you to actually just try to run that code without putting it in a method. Just put it in your main.
Okay. Okay.
But so when you run it, I think you will have maybe a more understanding of what it does.
Okay.
Did you ever see a nested loop before?
No, I don't think so. Never. It's like a loop inside a loop, basically.
Yeah, but it's very common,
Mm.
especially when we move to learn about 2D arrays. So far you have deal only with you didn't deal yet with a 1D array yet. So yeah, you would take it first, and then when we deal with 2D arrays, that is common thing that we can see.
Right.
How is it so far?
Done. Let me print it out. Okay. Oh, wait, let me put this inside the main. Why is there an error here? Oh, I didn't close this.
Still getting error.
Yeah, from my previous code, I think a bracket I accidentally deleted or something.
Just share your code, please.
Okay.
So where is the error that you're facing?
They're here.
Line
At
number
268.
268.
Yeah, like the illegal style of expression. So I think somewhere I didn't.
Uh-huh. No, go up, please, and let me see where you write your code.
Oh, okay.
I want to see. Okay, no. Take this code, copy it,
Okay.
and copy it and remove it totally from here. Go up. Where did you call the palindrome?
Here.
Okay, yeah. Okay, come here at line 163.
Okay.
163. 163.
Okay.
Here, yeah.
Yeah.
Put your code.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Now let me confirm that your brackets is actually equal. So first, okay, this is a good bracket, and
Oh, I need
this
one more.
belongs to here. You need
Yeah.
one more. Yes, that's why. So the Java will not tell you sometimes the exact position of the error if you don't have a correct bracket.
Yeah.
So now it will should run.
Yeah.
Okay, something is wrong.
Is this bracket supposed to be below the print statement?
Let me see here. Yes, it should be. So it should be in between. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes. But I still see that he doesn't
Still, yeah.
recognize a print statement. Why he
Okay.
doesn't recognize your print statement here?
I don't know.
But wait, isn't it this print line? This should be print line, not print only.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
No, here is just in the code. This is only print.
oh,
Okay, now.
okay, yeah.
Interesting. Now, can you please tell me how many rows we have?
5.
Okay, can you increase it by 1? Go to the code and increase the count by 1. How to do that? Okay, good. Run. How many
Yeah.
asterisk per row?
10.
Can you reduce that to 8?
Yep. Yeah.
So now you know where you can control this asterisk printing,
Yeah.
right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Then let's continue, please.
Okay.
Now, so just by fine tuning and changing, do a little changes in the same 2 for loops, we are able to actually to control the output. So now do you see
Yeah.
this kind of output?
Yeah.
Now, please have a look here. What is the changes that we have done from the previous code? Look at this. This is the
Yeah.
same, and this is the same.
Mm. Yeah, so you made it less than or equal to I.
This one.
So it will be constantly, yeah, so it will be
So
constantly changing.
what is the logic here? So it means that when I equal 1, J is will run how many times? So if
1.
one time, and when
Yeah.
I become 2, this will
2
run how many
times.
times? 2 times, and
2
then
times.
it will keep
Yeah.
incrementing until
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah.
So the last, how many? What is the count of the asterisk here? Last
5.
row, 5. If you want to increase that, where we can increase
You
it?
can change that to 6. The I less than or equal to 6.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, that's interesting. So, okay, good. And if we look here, can you notice or tell me what is the change from the previous code that make us not printing asterisk anymore, just printing numbers?
Because now you're printing I
Okay,
instead of asterisk.
okay. And why the I is being repeated like that?
Because that's the code lah. The second for statement will just repeat the I because you put J less than or equal to I. So it will
Okay,
just repeat the I. Yeah.
okay, good. Now, we are reversing that. Can you tell me what is the change that caused that reversing?
Now you just changed it the opposite, so you put the J equals I as the thing, but then you limit it to be 5. So
it means that we will run the second loop how many times? When I equal 1.
yeah, when I is 1, then you will run it 5 times.
And
The
when
J
I
will
equal
run 5
5.
times. Then it runs 1 time.
Okay, so this is the reverse of the previous, huh? So just by
Yeah.
playing here and here, we are able to
Yeah.
control how the things are printed here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And then, so now there is some common errors that we can actually fall into. So please have a look at this code and tell me what is the possible error that you can see and why. Why this is an error?
I don't know it.
Okay.
Can work well.
Okay. Now, what is the condition here?
I is less than or equal to 5. So it
Okay.
cannot be more than 5.
Okay. And here, what is the condition?
J cannot be more than 10.
But this is not J. This is I.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay.
So if
Oh,
inside the
yeah.
J loop, we are not checking the condition of the J will keep incrementing, but there is no condition that you are checking with the J. You are always
Yeah,
checking with the
yeah,
I. So it means that your loop will run forever,
yeah,
non-stop. The one that is stopping it is here, right?
yeah.
Okay, good. What about here? Tell me what is the possible issue here?
Yes, you're doing I plus plus, yeah, instead of J plus plus. So
But how this will cause trouble to our code?
it won't like your loop won't continue adding. I don't know how to explain.
Incrementing. So
Yeah, yeah,
okay, now okay, if I run this code, so we start with J equal 1, and our stopping condition is equal when it is J equal 10. When I keep incrementing the I 1 every time we run the loop, so when are we going to reach J equal 10? When? Any idea?
I mean, if you don't put J plus plus in,
you will never reach it. Am I right?
yeah,
If you
yeah,
don't increment the J until so that it reach 10, you will never end the for loop. It will keep running forever,
yeah,
huh? Okay,
yeah.
good. Okay, I would say this is a slightly complex topic that I would delay until the next class. So let me share other things that I wanted you to share with you. Actually, it is related to. Let me see here. Okay, yeah. So, okay, I think now you can see my screen.
Yeah.
We just be aware that we didn't run. I didn't ask you to write the code for the different for loops that can control the output to make um, so we printed something like how to say, like a pyramid. It's like half pyramid or a right angled triangle. So you didn't write that code. So please, after the class, um, please try to run them. If you don't run them, it will
Okay.
evaporate from you. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to run with you on the syllabus. So but this means that we run less amount of code. If you
Yeah.
at any moment you feel that this is not comfortable to you, we want to run more code, just tell me I want to run more code. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now have a look. This is another way of generating random numbers, but in a different way. So this way is different from master random. You need to use new random. How you do that? You have to use it this way. So last time you just call master random and it return a double to you.
Mm.
Am I right?
Yeah.
But here is different. To be able to run, you need to import the random library. So you need to write import java.util.random on top of the code. Okay, and then you need to call that random, and then you call a variable name, and then you call equal new random, and then to get the random number, you need to call that line. So this random.nextInt will return what to you? It will return a random number that is limited by the capacity of integers. So
Yeah.
this number can generate huge number, either positive or negative. It's a randomly generated. It's not controlled. You don't tell it return 10 or 20 or whatsoever. It will just return a random number. It can contain maybe 6, 7, or 8 digits. It depends. It will just randomly generate it. But if you want to control that, previously same like what we have done here, then you need to put a number inside. So if you call
Yeah.
random.nextInt and you pass it 10, it will generate for you random integers between 0 to 9. So this is
Yeah.
exclusive. You put here 10, it will actually generate numbers from 0 to 9. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Can you please try this on your
Okay.
side?
Okay.
And then you have to share the screen because probability of having something wrong is high.
Yeah. Well, then can you send on WhatsApp?
Yes, I will.
So I need to print all three,
Yes.
like two. Okay.
then I would like you to print the random int and the bound int variables that you created. Run again. Run again. So
Yeah.
can you notice the difference when you ask it to be bounded with certain range, and this is
Yeah.
free. So this is the output
Yeah.
from here. Now it's clear. Did you go
Yeah.
up and import the java.util?
Oh no.
Show me. I think it is there. If it is not there, it will not
Like
run. Because
oh yeah.
you already put asterisk, so it will import everything. But I
Yeah.
want you to also put it here, import java.util.random. This is specifically for running the random method. R must be capital.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I want to know what happens if I put like 100 here. Okay.
So
Then
now you see.
why do we need to have a separate, because can't random integer and everything just work the same?
No. So,
So why did you
your question again, please. I didn't get you.
why do we have to have a separate
Lines. I mean,
like
why we need to generate two different numbers? You mean?
yeah.
Actually, in reality, we only need one. But because
Oh,
we
okay.
was trying two different methods, one without input here and one with
Right,
input. So
right.
I wanted to show you the difference only.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I think we
Yeah.
reached almost the end of our class. Do you have any questions so far?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Do you have any comment that we need to take care of in the next class? Do we need to run more syllabus than this?
No, everything is good.
Okay. Then see you next class. Take care.
Okay, see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.